वक्रतुण्ड महाकाय सूर्यकोटिसमप्रभ निर्विघ्नं कुरु मे देव सर्वकार्येषु सर्वदा। सरस्वती नमस्तुभ्यं वरदे कामरूपिणी विद्यारम्भं करिष्यामि सिद्धिर्भवतु मे सदा। गुरुर्ब्रह्मा गुरुर्विष्णुः गुरुर्देवो महेश्वरः गुरुः साक्षात् परं ब्रह्म तस्मै श्री गुरवे नमः। ॐ सहना भवतु सहनौ भुनक्तु सह वीर्यं करवावहै तेजस्विनावधीतमस्तु मा विद्विषावहै। ॐ शान्ति शान्ति शान्तिः। We are reading some Subhashitams. The reading of Subhashitam is to improve your reading ability. Subhashitam, like Subhashitam only, the other text like Gita or Vishnu Sahasranam or Lalita Sahasranam has to be chanted. So if you can read fluently, you can chant all those texts. Only one thing is that is you need to know the Sandhi. That is another important topic, advanced topic. When we do Vyakaranam, that time we will see what Sandhi is, splitting and reading. That we will see after some time. We will see what Sandhi and other topics. Now we will just read this Subhashitam. If you are interested, we can read Gita also. Just 10 shlokas a class, so that you can have the practice of reading and also learning Gita also. Okay, now let us start with the Subhashitam. Can anyone say how many Subhashitams we have seen? You have read so far?
15.
The 14th.
13.
13.
13, yes, 13, and we are at the 14th one.
14th. Okay. 14th Subhashitam. And of course, I think he has sent the meaning of the Subhashitams. It's very useful. The Subhashitams, if some Subhashitams, the meanings are really nice. You can commit to memory if possible. 14th one we have to see, or 14th one we have seen?
We have seen the 14th. Haven't seen
No,
the 14th.
we have to see.
Have to see, yes.
So after 13th we have seen. On the 14th Subhashittam, yes, Umaji, you can read.
Yes, Guruji. Agnihi Shesham Runaha Shesham Shatruhu Shesham Tataivacha Punah Punaha Pravardante Tasmat Shesham Na Rakshayet.
Very good.
Thank you, Guruji.
I was saying about the Sandhi. So if you know Sandhi, then you can read the same shloka, not now, I'm saying later, after you learned. You can read Agnishesham Rinashesham Shatrushesham Tathaivacha Punaf Punaf Pravardhante Tasmachesham Na Rakshayet. So you can read like that.
Okay.
Visarga will become Agnihi Shesham. The Visarga will become Shakara. It will take the Rupam of the following, the first letter. Agnihi Visarga is there. Ranaha Visarga is there. Shatruhu Visarga you can see at the end. And these words are followed by the another word, Shesham. Shakara is the first letter. So Visarga will take the Rupam of the following, the first letter of the first following word. That becomes Shakara. So Agnishesham. Like that,
Okay.
it will happen. Okay. Anyway, that we will see later. But now you read like this, it's okay. Agnihi Shesham.
Okay.
Similarly, last line, Tasmat Shesham. It can be split. That's called Sandhi Vicheda. Tasmat, therefore, Shesham. There are also Shesham only. But you don't see Shakara because Sandhi has happened. Tasmat Shesham. So, all these things we will read later. Okay. Now, the meaning is very simple. You can see Shesham means Baki, leftover. Agnihi Shesham, if Agni is left, if it is left or kept balanced, kept some balance of Agni. The fire is a raging fire. It has to be extinguished completely. You cannot leave a little fire, oh, let it be there. Okay, it will not do anything. No, you cannot keep. You cannot keep some balance of Agni. Similarly, Rinaha, the debt, money what you have bought from others, to be paid completely. You cannot keep balance of it. Similarly, Shatru also, the enemy. Enemy should not be enemy. Either you convert the enemy to friend or destroy the enemy. Don't leave the enemy. Don't the have the enemy some leftover enemies. No. Enemies are there, should be fully taken care, should be destroyed. Otherwise, you have to make them friends, either one of them. Why? Because punah punaha pravardante. They keep on growing again and again. Agni will grow. If it gets a chance, it will grow. Rinaha also will grow. Debt also will grow. You have to pay it complete. Otherwise, the interest will come. It will get multiplied. Similarly, Shatru also will slowly will get multiplied. Therefore, don't protect the Shesham. Don't protect the Baki. Don't leave anything, don't leave anything left. So completely destroy. It's the meaning. The next one, Yajnapriyaji, you can read.
Yes, Ji. नाभिषेको न संस्कारः सिंहस्य क्रियते वने विक्रमार्जतस्तस्य
No, read again. What line?
विक्रमार्जितसत्त्वस्य
Very good.
स्वयमेव मृगेन्द्रता.
Yes. नाभिषेको न संस्कारः सिंहस्य क्रियते वने विक्रमार्जितसत्त्वस्य. One word, that is Vikramarjita Sattvasya.
Yes, Ji.
First, if you have first time, if you have difficulty, second time you read, you would be able to read. Not able to second time, third time you read, you would be able to read. Like
Okay, ji.
practice. Swayameva mrigendrata. It's a beautiful Subhashitam.
नाभिषेको न संस्कारः सिंहस्य क्रियते वने विक्रमार्जितस्तवस्य स्वयमेव मृगन्धृता.
Second line and the third line is actually second line. Okay. Read it.
विक्रमार्जितस्तस्य विक्रमार्जितस्त्वस्य
Vikramarjita Satvasya. Okay.
सत्वस्य विक्रमार्जितसत्वस्य.
Say it 3-4 times automatically, that will become familiar. The word has to become familiar for fluent reading. First time it may be difficult. Not only for you, even for me when I read any text, sometimes it is difficult.
Yeah, I'm practicing Ji, all the Subhashitam.
So second time, third time you read, it will become easy. Okay.
The full?
Yeah. Full? Tell me.
नाभिषेको न संस्कारः सिंहस्य क्रियते वने विक्रमार्जितस्तस्य स्वयमेव
Satvasya.
सत्वस्य स्वयमेव मृगेन्द्रता.
Yes. Good. So Abhisheka means ablution. That is Pattabhisheka. Abhisheka. Na Abhisheka. Abhisheka is coronation. That Abhisheka, coronation, that samskara, that is a samskara. A king, when he becomes a Raja, not that he will just simply go sit on the asana, the throne, he cannot sit. That's a samskara. That is a ritualistic way of occupying the throne. That is called Abhisheka. Pattabhisheka, we say. So, Simha, the lion was not coronated procedurally, ritually. There was no samskara, this Pattabhisheka samskara, that ritual was not done for lion in the forest. But what is lion for the forest? It is the king of the forest. Mrigendrata. Mriganam Indraha. Indraha means the king. It is the Indra, Mriganam, Pashunam, Indraha. It is the lord of the Pashu, the animals, Mrigha, animals. Mrigendrata, the status of being the king of the animals. Swayamyeva, it gained by itself. How? Vikramarjita Satvasya, by its Vikrama. Vikrama is Parakrama, valor, by his bravery. Arjita Satvasya, it gained the status of the lord of the king of the forest by its own valor, bravery. It was not that the lion was officially coronated. Nobody did that, but it became the king of the forest by its own effort, by its own parakrama. So that is the meaning. So what we learn from this Subhashitam, Swayameva, that so one has to do prayatna, one has to exert himself to gain the status, what one really desires. By one's own effort, one has to gain that. Others need not officially or ritually give the status. We have to give the status by our own effort. Like the Gandhi, if you say Mahatma Gandhi. Mahatma, the name was given by the people. All the great people's name, they earned it. They earned it by their character, by their valor. So Netaji, we say, Netaji is Subhash Chandra Bose. Subhash Chandra Bose is his name. Netaji, not that he himself kept his name. People gave the name. Neta. Neta is leader. That is a Sanskrita word. Ni dhatu. Ni means to lead. Therefore, Neta, leader. G is with respect. So, Swayameva Arjita. Swayameva Arjitam. Gained by oneself. That is the meaning. Next is Subhashitam. Next person. Number 16. Akanshati.
जी सुखमापतितं सेव्यं दुःखमापतितं तथा चक्रवत् परिवर्तन्ते दुःखानि च सुखानि च.
Good. Sukhamapatitam sevyam dukkhamapatitam tatha chakravat parivartante dukkhani cha sukhani cha. Apatitam sukham sevyam apatitam dukkham api sevyam. One has to accept this sukham, which that is the sukham is sukha situation, the pleasurable situation or pleasant experiences which befalls, which happens. As you welcome, as you accept the pleasant experiences, so too you accept the painful experiences. Because pleasure and pain, like the obverse and reverse of the same coin, you cannot choose to have only one, because they are like the two sides of the same coin. But here another example is given: Chakravat Parivartante, like the wheel. Bottom of the wheel goes up and the top of the wheel comes down. So chakra, when the wheel rotates, so not every point of the wheel, not in the same position. It goes up, comes down, goes up, comes down. So Chakravat, like a cycle, it's like a wheel. Sukham and Dukkha. A cycle comes and goes, one following the other. So Chakravat Parivartante. So whatever comes, let it come. You give them appropriate treatment, the Anubhava. So accept them. That is the meaning. Next one. Push.
Yes, Guruji. Narikela samakaraha drishyante hi suhrijanaha anye bhadrikara karika karaha bahireva manoharaha.
Second line, that is the Anye Badarikakaraha. Okay. Badarikakaraha Bhagireva Manoharaha.
Yes.
Read that line.
Anye badirika karaha bahireva manoharaha.
Yes. So, it's a beautiful Subhashitam. Narikela Samakaraha. Akara means form. Akara is the form, the shape. Samakaraha. Narikela is coconut. Drishyante hi sugrujjanaha, good people. Good people, they appear. They appear externally like the coconut. Coconut is very hard. Coconut is very hard, but inside it is soft. You have got the flesh, you got the water. The shell is hard, but inside it is very soft. So, whereas some people, badari kakaraha, like a badari fruit, externally it is soft, but internal it is very hard because the seed is there. Seed is very hard. You cannot crack it. But external, it has got the flesh, which is very soft. That alone you can eat. The seed, which is very hard, you have to throw it. So internally hard, externally soft. Their beauty is only in the on the external. Manoharaha means the beauty. Manoharaha. Manohara is a name also. The people with the name Manohar. Manaha harati iti Manoharaha. The one who fascinates. The one who can Manaha araha, who can fascinate the mind of the people, maybe by the form, by the behavior, by words, that person is called Manohara. Manaha harati, it takes away, it robs the mind. The one who robs the mind of the people, that's called Manoharaha. So, this Badari Palam, Badari fruit, it is Manoharaha, it is attractive only externally. Because on the surface it is very soft, but internally it is very hard. So like that people also. People may look very tough externally, but inside they are very soft. There are some people externally very soft, but internally very hard people. Which one is better? You can choose. So that is the meaning of this Subhashitam. A teacher is also like that. A teacher wants the students to study. So the teacher corrects the student, he scolds the student. But what is the intention? Intention behind that is that students should progress, students to study. So externally hard, but what is the intention? Intention is a very good intention. Right? Even I have done that in the class, forcing you to read. So you can decide what I have. Then the next Subhashitam, Subbalakshmi ji, you can read.
सत्यं ब्रूयात् प्रियं ब्रूयात् न ब्रूयात् सत्यम प्रियं प्रियं च नानृतं ब्रूयात् येष धर्म सनातनः.
Sanatanaha, not Danaha.
Sanatanaha.
Danaha is different.
Yes.
Different. Alpa prana and Mahaprana. Hard consonant, soft consonant. Read again.
Satyam bruyat, priyam bruyat, na bruyat, satyam priyam.
Not Satyam Priyam. It is read out. Not Satyam Priyam. Read again that Satyam Priyam, that word alone.
Satyam priyam.
Where is Satyam Priyam?
Na bruyat, satyama priyam.
Satyama Priyam only you can read.
Sorry.
Satyam Priyam will not be like this.
Satyama priyam. Priyam cha नानृतं ब्रूयात् एष धर्मः सनातनः
Sanatanaha.
तनः
Yes. So the, the uchcharanam must be very proper.
Okay, Guruji.
The dharmaha. Esha is dharma. Sanatanaha. So
तनः
is the. So here itself you can see the two takaras. It's not takara really. It is tavarga letter. One is the, other one is ta. In Tamil we have only one ta. So you cannot read Esha. Can you read Tarmas Sana Tanaha? No, you cannot
No,
read.
Guruji.
In Tamil, how do you write? You read Ta, Repa, Er, then Ma. Can you read Tarma?
No, Guruji.
You cannot,
Dharma.
you cannot say Tarma Shastram. People will say, what is this Shastram? Tarma Shastram. There is no Tarma Shastram. It's as though we have Charma Shastram, Karma Shastram, we have Tarma Shastram. No, it is Dharma Shastram. We write Ta, but we say Dha, Dharma. Whereas when we write Ta,
Nirma.
Ta, Tai, Tayar, where we say Ta, Tai, Tayar, we don't say Dhai. Why? The same Ta, the pronunciation is different depending on the word, right?
Yes,
But
Guruji.
in Sanskritam, we have a different word for it. What's the problem in saying then? There should not be any problem, right?
Okay, Guruji.
It is Sanatana, not Sanadhana. That is wrong. It is Dharma, not Dharma. So, the letter, all these letters we know. It is not that we don't know. We have in our mother tongue, Tamil, it is there. But the problem is only one letter is there. The same letter taking different pronunciation. That is very difficult, really speaking. The same letter, depending on the word, have to be pronounced differently. It's very difficult compared to having a separate word, having a specific pronunciation. Right? Am I right or no?
Yes, Guruji. You are right.
Sanskritam must be more easy than Tamil. Then. A separate letter for each pronunciation. However, it's very difficult. Then how do I know? How can a person, you're totally new person, how can he learn that? Come on, you're saying the same letter, pronounce the same letter, different way, different times. How do I know? It's very difficult. Whereas Sanskritam is not like that. Right?
Okay, Guruji.
This is for everything. This is for Tavarga, Shavarga,
Tavarga.
all. Uchcharanam has to be, it is important.
Okay, Guruji.
Satyam bruyat priyam bruyat na bruyat satyam apriyam. You are saying satyam priyam. That is not correct. You can say satyam apriyam you have to say, not priyam.
Oh. Okay, Guruji.
Otherwise meaning will change totally, give opposite meaning, remember. The meaning will change. Satyam apriyam if you say it is okay, but not satyam priyam. Because in between one more letter is there. What is the letter? Satyam, the satyama, that a is there. The letter akara you are dropping it. You cannot choose to drop the letter. If you drop, the meaning will change. It will give you opposite meaning. No, that is not proper. Satyam apriyam or satyam apriyam you have to read. Apriyam if you have read, I would have said, okay, yes, it's correct. Priyam chananratam bruyat. Sanatanaha. So the meaning is Satyam Bruyat. Please tell the truth. Priyam Bruyat. And let the truth be Priyam, pleasant. Na Bruyat Satyam Apriyam. Even if it is Satyam, but if it is not pleasant, don't say it. Like the patient is terminally ill. The patient will survive for another 3 months. It is Satyam. It is true, the doctor knows. But it is not pleasant to hear. You cannot tell the patient, another 3 months are there, after that you will die. No. Even though it is Satyam, but it is not Priyam, na bruyat. Don't tell that. You have to tell in a, that also you have to tell in a very pleasant way. If you can't tell, don't tell. Priyam chanandratam bruyat. Because it has to be pleasant, you cannot tell the lie also. Priyam cha na andratam. Andratam is lie. So, don't tell, don't utter any pleasant words which are not true. Esha dharma sanatanaha. This is the dharma. This is sanatana dharma. This is the value, the virtue. This sanatanaha, eternal value, the value which has to be followed. That is the meaning of this Subhashitam. Next person, Deepika ji.
काकः कृष्णः पिकः कृष्णः को भेदः पिक्कायकयोः पिककाकयोः
Ikakayoho.
पिककाकयोः वसन्तकाले सम्प्राप्ते काकः काकः पिकः पिकः.
Next Subhashitam, another one. Just a minute. Okay, 1 minute. Here, the first line. How did you read it? Then read again.
काकः कृष्णः पिकः कृष्णः.
What happened to the Visarga?
काकः कृष्णः पिकः कृष्णः.
But you didn't read like that.
No, kakah, then it becomes a kha, no? Ka sound says kha,
Yes.
the visarga. So
It is,
ka,
yeah, no, just you're right. I'm just asking how you know it. Okay.
yeah.
I didn't teach you, I think.
Yeah. Ko bheda hika kakayoho vasan
See,
Hey.
this Kakaha Krishnaha Pikaha Krishnaha Gobhedaha Pikakayoho Vasantakale Samprapte Kakaha Pikaha. So here in little Sanskritam, I will say, please remember that. I think I have told you also. Yes. Visarga Kakaha is that. Visarga Kakaha. The word ending with Visarga followed by the word which begins with Kakara. Like the first word you take, Kakaha, one first word. The second word is Krishnaha. The following word Krishnaha begins with the letter Kakara, right? Similarly, Krishnaha, the word is there. Krishnaha, the word ending with Visarga, followed by the word Pikaha. Pikaha begins with Pakara. Similarly, Pikaha, the word ends with Visarga, followed by the word Krishnaha, which begins with Kakara. Understand? So, now, how to read this? You can read Kakaha, Krishnaha, Pikaha, Krishnaha, Kovedaha, Pikakakayoho. You can read like that, no problem. But when you want to read continuously, that Visarga, what will happen to Visarga? You see, please listen carefully. Visarga, when followed by Kakara or Kakara, both Alpa Prana and Mahaprana, Katora Vyanjanani, any of them follows, then the Visarga will take the sound of, that is Kaka Krishnaha. It will read like this. Kaka. That the sound comes from the base of the root of the tongue. Kaka Krishnaha. Okay. Can you hear me, all of you?
Yes, Guruji.
Yes,
Yes.
Guruji.
Similarly, when visarga is followed by the word which begins with pakara or pakara, the visarga, the sound of visarga changes to that sound. That is like, see, Krishnaha pikaha is that Krishna pikaha it will become. It's like a S sound. Krishna pikaha. That sound, that is the sound of the visarga. Visarga takes that sound. Krishna pikaha. So this only when pakara or pakara follows visarga. Now the same thing I read, you see. Kakak Krishna pikak Krishnaha. Obedaf pikakakayoh. Vasantakale samprapte. Kakak kakaf pikaf pikaha. You understand how I read?
Yes, Guruji.
Yes.
Can I ask a question, Guruji?
Yes.
It is only with the kakara or kakara and pakara, or
Yes.
it can be
Only 4 letters. Only for the 4 letters.
only for these 4. Okay, thank you, Dhanyavada.
So you have to read like this. Kakara, kakara, the visarga becomes kakak, that sound. When kakara, pakara follows, then it takes the sound. Fakara, the first sound. Krishnaf, Krishnaf, pikaha. That's a special, these are the special sounds. This is Subhashitam you can practice because both the sounds are there often. Now, what is the meaning of the Subhashitam? Simple. Kaka is crow. Kakaha, the color of the crow is Krishnaha, black. The color of the pika is cuckoo, koyal, that is also Krishnaha, that is also black. What is the difference between these two? Ko Bedaha, what is the difference between the two? Pika Kaka Yogo. Kaha Bedaha, what is the difference? You don't see the difference. But Vasanta Kale, when the spring comes, you see the reason. You see the difference. When the spring comes, Pikaha, the cuckoo, it nicely sings. Then by its sound, you can identify which is Kaka, which is Pika. Kakaha, Kakaha, Pikaha, Pikaha. You can easily identify them, which is Kaka, which is Pika. So what does it mean? So when people open the mouth, you will come to know whether they really have knowledge, intelligent people or otherwise people. Let them open their mouth. You will come to know. As they cannot go away by their appearance. Appearance, even the Mudaha, Murkaha also will look very nicely dressed. They dressed up, they nicely dress up themselves. You cannot make out, but when they open their mouth, you know what they are. So that is the meaning. The next Subhashitam, next person. Next person is, I think, Sangaviji.
Yes, Guruji. Gauravam prapyate danat natu vittasya sanchayat stiti ruchaih payodanam.
Very good.
Payodhinam adastitihi.
Yes, very good. Last one also. Adhastitihi. Adaha stitihi. Visarga followed by sakara. Visarga takes the sound of sakara. That is sandhi. You read adhastitihi. It's good. So you can remember. When shakara follows, visarga takes the sound of shakara. When sakara follows, visarga takes the sound of sakara. When murdhanya shakara follows, visarga takes the sound of murdhanya shakara. For these three letters, the corresponding sound the Visarga takes. Now, the meaning, you chanted very nicely. Now, the meaning is Gauravam prapyate danat. Dana is, Danam is, that is, you deliberately choose to give the people, the deserving, the deserved people, deserving people. You choose to give. You choose to give out of compassion, out of your judgment based on the need of the people. You help danam. That is one danam. There is another danam is there where this danam, the danam that giving, dana means giving charity. That charity is called danam. Da means to give. Danam is charity. There are certain things which are ritually given. Danam. That is also danam. Like in the Shraddha ceremony and all. Certain things are given as danam. We say danam. There danam is mandatory. It is a part of the ritual. You have to give. You don't have choice not to give because it is a part of the ritual. If you want the ritual to give you the complete palam, the result, then you have to give. You will be forced to give. If you want, you have to give. You don't have choice there. You have to give. So either deliberately give, there are no rules that you have to give, but still you give. That shows your heart, your compassion, your generosity. Or in the ritual you give because it should be given. Right? That is the difference between two danam. And also there is one more thing is that danam is different. This the second type of danam, where in the ritual you give, you have to give, or you are forced to give as a part of the ritual. That danam, you also give the dakshina to the Vaidika, to the priest. To the Vaidika you give dakshina. And people say danam. Dakshina is different, danam is different. Need to understand it very clearly. Dakshina is different, danam is different. Dakshina in the form of money, in the form of any article, any objects you give, that should be given. It's a part of the ritual. Like danam, that is also, like danam is a part of the ritual, dakshina is also a part of the ritual. This much you have to give to the priest, means you have to give. No question. Whether the priest does the job or not, you have to give. The priest did not chant properly. He did not chant Rudram properly. When people were chanting Rudram, he was sleeping. Let him sleep or let him do whatever he likes. But should be given, you have to give. You do your karma. You do your duty. You have to give. So that's very important. Dakshina is very important. And in the Gurukulam, even in the Shastram it is said, in the Gurukulam, after the study, students give dakshina to the Guru. Vedamanuchacharyon vasina manushasti satyam vada dharmam chara acharyaya priyam dhanamahritya prajatantum vyavachhetsi satyanna pramaditavyam dharmana pramaditavyam. Shastram says, after the study in the Gurukulam, the student, for having studied in the Gurukulam, because Gurukulam involves your maintenance cost, who will pay that? So, the person now is a brahmachari, he cannot pay. Those who are affordable, they can pay. Their parents, they can pay. Now, after the study, they have to go back, get married, start earning money, spend for the family, and send money for the Gurukulam also. Gurukulam means Guru. Otherwise, how will the Guru will maintain the Gurukulam? He has to teach other people. So this is a must to be done. Dakshina it's a must. Dhanam as part of the ritual is a must. Whereas you see a poor person or poor people in the street and you voluntarily give some money or you give some food, that is, you choose to give. You need not give also, your choice. If you are choosing to give means that shows your compassion, you chose your generosity. There you have choice. That is different. But when it comes to ritual, there is no choice. But we use a word, same word, dhanam. But there is a difference. A very big difference is that between the two. And dakshina is also not dhanam. Anyway, these are all some important points. In Kathopadishad also, the father of Nachiketa, he was giving dhanam. Dhanam is what that he was doing a Vishwajit yaga, yajna. That yaga, yajna, he is supposed to give whatever he has, he possesses, all the assets, the properties he has to give to the people. That's a very huge, very big ritual that is done for gaining Swargaloka, and he gave whatever he possesses, including his son he gave. Son also he gave. He gives his son to Yamadharmaraja. Anyway, so what I'm saying is dhanam is very important. What do you gain by dhanam? And one more important thing, Swamiji used to say, dhanena adhanam tara. By giving, you overcome your tendency of holding back. Dhanena adhanam tara. Shraddhaya dheyam. How should be given? Shraddhaya dheyam. Ashraddhaya dheyam. Hriya dheyam. Bhiya dheyam. Samvidha dheyam. How should be given? The Shruti says, give with Shraddha. Give that to the deserved people. So, give with humility. Because you are the giver, don't do the dhanam with arrogance, with haughtiness. Don't do. Have vinaya. So, what do you gain by the dhanam? Gauravam. One gains gaurava. One's gain gaurava. Gaurava means guru means heavy. Gaurava means one's get the status, a good status. Gauravam prapyate dhanat. One gets a good position, a good status in the society, as well as by dhanam it gives you punyam, that gives you good status, good condition or favorable situations in life, because the dhanam is a karma, it is going to give you punya phalam. The punya will give you a pleasurable situation in life. So gauravam prapyate. So two things happen. One is punyam you get. Second one, it gives you a very good position, good status. Like Karna. We say Karna is a dhanavan. He never says no. Overcomes whatever he has, he gives. That is a gauravam. So gauravam prapyate. Natu vittasya sanchaya. Sanchaya means accumulating. Gauravam, that is not gained by the accumulation of the wealth. By accumulation, you don't gain that gauravam. By giving only, you gain that. That giving art is very important. Whatever you give your time to others. You give your time in the form of teaching. You give your time in the form of listening to others' problem. Everything is dhanam only. Annadhanam, Vidyadhanam, Raktadhanam, Dhanam. And dhana, if you have dhana, what you have is dhanam, wealth. You need not be a Ambani or Adani to give. You can be a penniless person, but still you can give what you have. So that Gauravam is gained only by Dhanam, not by Sanchayanam, not by accumulating. And a beautiful example, the Upama is given. Sthitiruchaihi payodhanam, payodhinam, adastitihi. You see the two words, payodha and payodha. That's why that Ucharanam is very important, I said. The first word, payodhanam, the second word, payodhinam. Payodha and payodhi. Paya means water. Payodha, that which gives paya, that gives water. And payodhi, that which holds water. So what does it mean? Payodha means that which gives water, that is clouds. Megha. Payodhana means referring to Meghana. Megha gives water. Payaha dadati, that which gives water. What gives water? Clouds. Clouds give water. So that is why clouds are called Payodha. Where it is located? Sthiti. Where is its sthiti? Uchaihi. It is at the top. It is at the top. So it gives water. The giver hand is always at the top. What about the receiver? The receiver hand has to be below the giver's hand. Very well below. Payodha, that is Megha gives water. What receives the water? Payodhi referring to ocean. Payodhina, ocean, where it is located? Adaha, below. Below the, very down below the Megha, it is located. So Adaha stitihi payodhina, Uchaihi stitihi payodhana. So beautiful Upama is given, comparison is given. So Megha as the Gauramam of giving, and this Payodhi, the ocean, it is at the receiving end. Even though it is huge, but it receives water from the Megha only. So Megha is great, Gauravam. Megha doesn't hold the water. It gives. It gives. That's why it is glorified. It doesn't do the Sanchayanam. It doesn't accumulate. Whatever it accumulates, immediately it gives up. Okay. That is the meaning. Nice Subhashitam. The next one, Bhavanji, you can read.
किमप्यास्ति तव स्वभावेन सुन्दरं वाप्य सुन्दरं यदेव रौचते यस्मै भवेत् तत् तस्य सुन्दरं.
Mistakes are there. Many mistakes.
Okay.
Read again the first line.
किमप्यस्ति स्वभावेन सुन्दरं वाप्य सुन्दरं यदेव रौचते.
Not rauchate. Read again.
Rauchate.
Not rau. If it is rau, then I will not ask you to read. Okay.
Sorry, rochate. Rochate yasmai bhavet tat tasya sundaram.
Yes, now it's correct. You understand the mistake what you're doing?
Yes, thank you, Guruji.
Need to practice the letters, okay? The Varna, please practice. I sent you the PDF long back.
Okay.
Please practicing the letters. Still you are familiar. You should be able to read recognize the letters and read fluently. Kimapyasti svabhavena sundaram vapya sundaram yadeva rochate yasmai avetat tasya sundaram. Can you chant like this?
I'll try. Kimapyasti swabhavena sundaram vapya sundaram yadeva rauchate yasme
You are reading the
yasmai
same thing, Rauchate. It is not Rauchate.
rochate yadeva rochate yasmai bhavet 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 tat tasya sundaram.
If you have difficulty, you have to read each Subhashitam 5 times, 10 times. Then you will get that fluency.
Okay. Okay, I'll work
You
on.
read the first time, mistakes will be there. Second time, mistakes may be there. Third time also may be there. But read continuously. But when you read so many times, then the samskara of the words will be there. It will be stored like in the computer, the RAM memory is there. It will be stored temporarily there. So you have to remember that. First time, if you have read the word, second time also you should not struggle to read the same word. It's already you are familiar with the word, but to move on.
Okay.
So that comes only by repetition, repeated reading. First you have to read in the mind, then you have to read it. Anyway, that comes only by practice. Keep on reading that, it will come. Now the next person.
Thank you, Guru.
Person is after Bhavani, Kirti.
Guruji answered the meaning for it.
Oh, okay. Sorry. Kimapyasti svabhavena sundaram vapya sundaram is giving the definition of what is sundaram. Sundaram means beauty. What is beauty? How will you define beauty? We say in Tamil there is a proverb, Kakke tankunju punkunju. Kaka is crow. For a crow, its baby is important. It loves its baby. Even though the baby, like the mother, it is black in color, it doesn't have a pleasant form, but still the mother crow loves its baby crow, right? You may not love it, but its mother loves. So, what is Sundaram now? What is beauty? The beauty doesn't lie in the object. The beauty lies in the eyes of the seer. So, it is you who classify the people or the objects or the situations as pleasant or unpleasant, beauty or ugly. You classify. How do you classify? Tat tasya sundaram bhavati yat yasmai rochate. That which pleases one, that a person classifies as beauty, pleasant. So if it is to your liking, then you say it is beauty, it is pleasant. If it is not, then it is unpleasant, ugly. There is nothing really speaking ugly or pleasant, beauty. If you like an object or a person, the person may not look handsome, but the person is handsome for you. You like, therefore, you attribute handsomeness or the beauty on the person. So now where this beauty, the Sundaram is located, it doesn't have location on the object. It has location in the eyes of the seer. So, kimapi asti svabhavena. Svabhavena, by nature, whatever is there, Sundaram or Asundaram, beauty or ugly. So, by svabhava, kimapi asti svabhavena. Is there any object by its svabhava, beauty, pleasant, and ugly, unpleasant? Is there any object by its own nature? No. That which you like becomes the object of the pleasure that becomes a pleasant object for you, a beautiful thing for you, that which you like. Which you don't like, that becomes unpleasant or ugly. So, no object has by nature the beauty or the ugliness. No object really has. That is what it means. Next one, Kirtiji. Next Bhashita.
दुर्जनः परिहर्तव्यः विद्याया भूषितो पिसन् मणिना लङ्कृतः सर्पः किमसौ न भयङ्करः.
Read again.
दुर्जनः परिहर्तव्यः विद्यया भूषितो पिसन् मणिना लङ्कृतः सर्पः किमसौ न भयङ्करः.
Yes. Durjanah parihartavyah vidyaya bhushitopi san manina lankritas sarpah kimasau na bhayankara. Okay. So, nice Bhashita this is. Durjanah parihartavyah. Durjanah, important thing here. Durjanah means Jana is people. Durjana is bad people. We don't translate the word Durjana as wicked because the word wicked is not an appropriate word. Wicked, when you say as though the person, you are labeling the person as though the person is wicked by birth. Nobody is good or nobody is wicked. It is the behavior of the person makes them. It makes them, make them known as a good or bad. So wicked means not that nobody is completely wicked. Even if we say wicked, the person has got some good thing, but majority of his action may be causing harm, trouble to other people. But so you may call him as wicked. So it's not wicked. Wicked is a very condemning word. Whereas bad is okay. Bad people. Bad people also. It is not that much, it doesn't have that much force when you say bad. So Durjanaha is, we will translate Durjanaha as people, bad people who are given to adharmic ways. That is the right way of saying. Durjanaha is people who are given to, that is one, who are given to adharmic ways. That is Durjanaha. Sajjanaha is people who are given to dharmika ways, the marga. They are good people. So here, Durjanaha parihartavyaha should be shunned, should be given up. This bad people, association with the bad people should be given up. Vidyaya bhushitaha apisan. Even though they are adorned, bhushitaha is adorned, ornamented with vidya, the knowledge, learning. Even though they are ornamented, adorned with the vidya, the knowledge, their association should be given up. Why? An example is given. Manina alankritaha sarpaha. Sarpa is serpent, snake. It is alankritaha, lankritaha, manina alankritaha. It should be actually one word. Anyway, manina alankritaha should be written together. Word manina alankritaha. Even though the serpent is adorned with money, it is said that the serpent carries a stone in its hood. That is the priceless gem, it seems. It's a story. I don't think it's true. Anyway, so serpent carries the gem in its hood. Alankritaha, that is ornamented. The serpent is ornamented with that money, the gem. Okay, because it is ornamented with this gem. Can you take that in your hand? This Bhayankar.
No.
Na Bhayankara, is it not dangerous? Even though it is ornamented, it is not dangerous. Similarly, the people who are given to adharmic ways, even though they are adorned with knowledge, they are equally dangerous. Therefore, parihartavyaha should be given up. That is the meaning. The next, Neelam Desaji can read.
तक्षकस्य विषं दन्ते मक्षिकायाश्च मस्तके वृश्चिकस्य विषं पुच्छे सर्वाङ्गे दुर्जनस्य च.
It's another very good Subhashita. Very good. You read correctly, nicely.
Thank you.
Takshakasya visham dante. Takshaka is Takshakasya visham. Takshaka, snake. Takshaka is a visham dante. It has its visham, where it is located, in the danta, in the teeth. Makshikayaha mastake. Makshika is the bee, honey bee. It has the visham. Visham means it will bite. So, and when it bites, it injects something and will be pain. That area will be very painful. So, Makshikayaha visham kutra asti, where it is located, mastaka, in the head it is located. So, Takshakasya visham dante, Visha, the poison of the Takshaka, the snake, is located in its teeth. And for the Makshika, the honeybees, it is located in the head. And Vrishchikasya visham puchye, for the scorpion. Vrishchika is scorpion. Vrishchika Rasi also we say. Vrishchika, scorpion, where the visham is located, the poison, puchye, in its tail. When you touch, it will immediately, it will shoots up its tail and give one bite. Very painful. And a lot of black scorpions are there in the nearby here in the Anaikatti forest. Dangerous. Visham puchye. These have got the visham in its specific place. In its specific places it has got each one. What about for the Durjana? Sarvange. All the anga, the whole body is visham. Therefore, Durjanaha parihartavyaha. You connect to the previous Subhashita. Therefore, the association with the Durjana should be given up because they have poison all over the body. Really, it is true. So, if you don't know, then you will get into problem. So, you have to be highly discriminative in choosing the people. So, Durjanaha parihartavyaha. Next one.
Yes, Guruji. Durastaha parvataha samyaha.
Samyaha, not samyaha.
Okay, Guruji. Samyaha.
Samyaha.
Samyaha. Sorry. Samyaha. Veshayacha Mukamandane Yudyasya tu kata ramya Trini ramyani durataha.
Okay. Durastaha, Visarga is followed by Pakara, so you can say Durastah Parvataha. Can be chanted like that. Choice. Durastah Parvataha Ramyaha. Okay. Second line, I mean the first line actually, really it is. Veshyascha, one Shakara is missing. So you can add Veshyascha. Veshyaha, then cha, the Visarga becomes Shakara. Okay, you can just add one more letter. Veshya. After that, Veshyascha, it must be. Okay, that is missing. Typo.
Okay.
दूरस्थाः पर्वताः रम्याः वेश्याश्च मुखमण्डने युद्धस्य तु कथा रम्या त्रीणि रम्यानि दूरतः. Simple. This is distance leads to enchantment. That proverb is in English. Duratta pachai kannaku kuruchi. That is what it is. The meaning of the Subhashitam is. Durastaha parvataha. Parvata, which is at a distance, far away distance. Ramyaha, it is pleasant, beautiful to see. So, the mountain which is far away, it appears beautiful. It is very pleasant to see. Similarly, Veshyaha, Veshya means prostitute. When does she look beautiful? Only when she is covered herself with makeup. Mukhamandana, Mukhamandana, Mukha means face. Mukhamandane, when she does makeup, decorates herself, then she looks beautiful. Ramyaha. Similarly, Yuddha, the story of the Yuddha, the fight. Listening to that, it is beautiful. It is nice to hear. You cannot watch the Yuddha, the fight, where people kill each other and bloodshed all over. But when you listen to the story, Ramyaha, it is nice, pleasant to hear the story. These three, all the three, they are Ramya, Ramyani, from a distance. From a distance, all these three are Ramyani, not close. You can't be close to this and still enjoy. Not possible. You cannot enjoy the Yuddha. You cannot really see the beauty in the Veshya. There is really no beauty. Similarly, the Parvata, when you really go there, and only you will see the ups and downs. Stones are there. They're difficult to walk, tread the mountain. So all the three are Ramyaha only from a distance. So that is the meaning. From that we can understand. Things look beautiful when you see them from a distance. Approach, then you will see all its imperfections you will see. So that is the meaning. So the things the perfect or imperfect. It is what they are. So this beauty or ugly all depends on how you see. This is how it is. But if you want to enjoy, then you enjoy from a distance. Don't go near them. That is the meaning. The next one, the last Subhashitam, Pratibhaji, please read.
ईश्वरस्य ज्ञानरूपस्य
Pratibhaji, sorry. Pratibhaji.
Okay.
Yes. ईशस्य ज्ञानरूपस्य विनापादनिवेशवन्
That's a mistake. Okay. Vinapada Niveshanam.
I will read first.
No, what? Listen. The va should not be there. It's a typo. Pada Niveshanam only. The va should not be there.
Okay.
Typo.
Okay. विनापादनिवेशनं सन्तु अधीतानि शास्त्राणि न तैः अस्ति प्रयोजनम्.
Nataihi, not nataiha.
न तैः अस्ति प्रयोजनम्. Okay, I will read again. Sorry. ईशस्य ज्ञानरूपस्य विनापादनिवेशनं सन्तु अधीतानि शास्त्राणि न तैः अस्ति प्रयोजनम्.
Ishasya Jnana Rupasya. The Isha is Bhagavan, who is in the form of knowledge. Without Pada Niveshanam, without worshipping the feet of the Lord, even though you have studied Shastra, Aditani means studied, what Shastrani, but if you don't have the love for the feet of the Lord, then there is no prayojanam, the usefulness of the Shastra study. So that is the meaning. So even though you have studied Shastra, What is the prayojanam of this Shastra? You should have love, the devotion for the Lord, who is in the form of the knowledge, who is in the form of the order of this Srishti. So, Shastra study will make you appreciate the order of Ishvara. So, if you don't appreciate means if you don't appreciate the order means you don't appreciate the Srishti. So then what is the point in studying the Shastra or use? That is what the meaning is. So 25 Subhashitams we have read. Time not there, otherwise I will ask you, I will teach you Gita, some shlokas. We will see that in the next class. Okay. So weekly only one class we have. I think enough time is there for you to practice. If you want to have another class, then you have to tell me. But I've got class, everyday class in the morning. Only Monday, only possible. The second class, if you want to have that too, after 7:30. Up to 7:30 I have class. Or any other time in the evening for me, I should be available. So that we can have 2 classes a week and we can move forward. Weekly one class is very, very slow. I don't have problem. Your choice. Okay, you can give opinion in the WhatsApp. Based on that, we will decide. Om Purnamadav Purnamidham Purnat Purnamudachyate Purnasya Purnamadhaya Purnamevavashishyate. Om Shanti Shanti Shanti. Harihi Om Shri Gurubhyo Namaha. Harihi Om. I have another class now, so I end the meeting. So you will see next week. You can give it.
ಧನ್ಯವಾದ ಗುರುಜಿ.
Thank you, Swamiji.